Anyway, guys, really sorry this is going out a little bit late tonight. Tell you the truth, I didn't get back from work until late, and also, to be fair, there's not a great deal that's out there at this moment in time with regards to transfer rumours or speculation. What I would call it is possibly the sublime to the ridiculous. I'm sure you've seen the £100 million possibility of us putting in a bid for Cristiano Ronaldo, and the fact that he's clearing and paving the way for us to come and get him. I can't see that one happening myself, but we can all dream, I guess, and wow, wouldn't that be absolutely spectacular if that was to happen? That would be absolutely marvellous, but I don't see it happening, guys, do you? Anyway, let's look at what we got then, guys, out there. Apart from the press's absolute obsession with this Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte kind of feud that's going on right now, which, by the way, I think Antonio Conte is acted with complete and utter class, absolute class. And we all know where it's all been instigated from. And to be fair, I'm going to put a video up about all that because, you know, it's kind of getting to the point where enough is enough, if you like, you know. But that's another subject altogether. But let's look at what's out there, actually, guys. Again, sublime to ridiculous. There's a lot of reports out there, Express, the Telegraph, a lot of journals actually, about Andy Carroll joining us. The fact that Antonio Conte's a real big admirer of the player, but with a view also of sending out Michy Batshuayi to over to Spain and Sevilla, and the possibility of going out on loan till the end of the season. I mean, how would you feel about that, guys? Bringing in Andy Carroll, or the other one that they're talking about is Benteke. So how would you feel about that, guys? Andy Carroll, Benteke. Do you think Andy Carroll would suit our style? I mean, certainly hold up the ball, which is something that Michy Batshuayi cannot do for sure, and bring our sort of quick players into play really quickly. He can certainly do that job for us, which is, you know, one of the fantastic attributes, if you like, of Diego Costa last season. The fact that he could really hold it, complete and utter body strength, superb, and it wasn't bouncing off him like it does tend to with Michy. But how do you feel about that, bringing in the likes of Carroll and sending out Michy Batshuayi to, you know, somewhere like Spain? And I don't know. Let us know what you think down below, guys. A player we're also interested in is Leon Bailey. Now, apparently, we've put a bid in, I want to get this right, £22 million already. Apparently, it's well documented that we've already put a bid in, so we obviously fancy the player. As we know, he's a young Jamaican. And but Arsenal, they're saying Arsenal's in pole position to pull this one off. But I don't know. At the moment, I've got to tell you, nothing's really floating my boat out there. I think the ones we want a bit of class. So we're going to bring players in. Let's bring some absolute out there class, and you know, the likes of Sandro and, you know, players like that. Apart from that, it's just players going out on loan. Clark Salter going out for the rest of the season out on loan to Sunderland. As I said about Michy Batshuayi, that's pretty much it, really. Leon Bailey. I don't know. What do you think about that, guys? Let's say he plays in the German league for Bayer Leverkusen. You know, is it someone that you'd like to see in a Chelsea shirt? Let us know down below, guys, in the comment section. So, tomorrow we've got Arsenal and the first leg of the Carabao Cup, or the League Cup semi-final. And you know what, I cannot wait. Honestly, Stamford Bridge is absolutely going to be rocking tomorrow night. And I guess the question is, what is the team, or what team would you like to see out there? whatever happens tomorrow, we've got to go strong. And I would go all out attack. I don't look, if we're going to defend and keep it tight, I'd rather not keep it tight and then go to the Emirates and then just sort of, defend the lead or try and nick one. I want to have a go at them. I want to have a go at them tomorrow night. I want us to open up and go toe to toe with them. And why not? We've got some cracking players. And I would go with the three up front, the false nine, if you like, yeah, where they're all moving and grooving, all interchanging various positions. I mean, we're so quick when we play that, and I just think it would be too much for their defence. I mean, they haven't got a defence really, have they? And I just think that'll be that's the way I would set up. I would go for goals tomorrow night. I'd really try and kill the tie. Absolutely kill the tie tomorrow night. My side would be Thibaut Courtois. My back three would be Cesar Azpilicueta. It'd be Christensen, and I would go with Rudiger. I really would, because it means we're further up and we're much quicker. I'd play obviously the two wing backs, but I would go with Zappacosta because I thought Zappacosta earned his stripes. So I play Zappacosta and I play Marcus Alonso. Now this is the one, N'Golo Kante's got to start, but I'd go with Bakayoko because I think we need to be able to push, break it up, really strong, and get those balls out to those quick guys. And I'd play the three. I really would. And I'd have a Vera Morata on the bench, and I'd go with Eden Hazard, who, as we all know, has had 90 minutes rest at the weekend. I'd have Willian, and I'd have Pedro, or I'd have Pedro, Hazard, and Vera Morata up top, with Willian to be able to come on maybe the last 20 minutes of the game, 25 minutes of the game. Once it's stretching out like it did obviously at the Emirates in the league game, it was like table tennis, wasn't it really, that game in the end. I'll bring on Cess to really open it up and that. Now, we really need to have a go at them tomorrow night. We need to, as I say, the first leg's at the bridge, so let's just put our foot on the gas, let's go for it from the very first minute of the game, get in their faces, push them on the back foot. Our crowd will really play a part tomorrow. It's very noticeable actually that, and I'm not really quite sure. I've heard lots. Obviously it was well documented that Arsenal only got 44,000 in the last round against West Ham. That they cannot deny, and they cannot deny the spaces you see at the Emirates now on a regular basis inside, as I say, inside the Emirates. But I heard they got offered 5,000 seats. And they declined at 4,000. They sold 3.5. They sent back 500. That's what I heard, and I've heard that from a number of gooners as well. But of course, they've given us 5,000. It's not 6 or 7, or certainly not 9 when we last went there. But when you consider it all, really, if it's right that West Ham had 7,000, why can't we have 7,000? It kind of spoils it really, doesn't it? And it's also very noticeable that I believe that Norwich City, for the return FA Cup game, were given 6,000 tickets, and they said, yes, thank you, we'll take them. And, they're attempting to sell all 6,000, and I dare say they will. Big game, and why not, But no, I'm buzzing for tomorrow. As I say, we've got the cameras there tomorrow down at Britannia, and we're going to meet up with the Gooners afterwards and get a couple of interviews off them, see how they're feeling. This opening is short, but we really owe Arsenal. We really owe Arsenal because we've had a fantastic record against them over the years. Down the years, we used to smash them, bully them almost, absolutely roll them, But it's in the last sort of 3, 4, 5 games, the 3 games at Wembley, where we didn't turn up in 2 of those, the cup final, which was an absolute mega disappointment, the first Community Shield, second Community Shield, I thought we were a better side by a country mile, and it was just, the sending off and the fact they got that bloody, I think it was Giroud, wasn't it, with the set piece, And then, of course, it was just a lottery, really. It went into that weird sort of new penalty system that they put into place, and they were the beneficiaries of that, like, you know. But they have nicked a draw at Stamford Bridge, and the other night at the Emirates, I don't care what anyone says, even though it was a draw, which is, you know, not a bad result, you know, at the Emirates, let's be honest. It just felt like a defeat, didn't it? Because I felt we would have just slightly the better side, and we should have done enough to hold on. And it just seems that they're just nicking it. It's almost like, even though we keep playing them when they've had these distraught games, you know, like they've lost to someone they don't expect to, like they've been pinged by Palace or something, and then all their fans are doom and gloom about playing us, and then all of a sudden they play like world beaters. And of course we know that they've just been beaten 4-2, and proper disrespect at the FA Cup with their line-up. But of course, what we also know by that, and what they did, is they've rested their full team, haven't they, really, to play against us. So they're putting all their eggs into this particular basket for sure, and they'll be dangerous tomorrow. They'll be really, really dangerous. But I just think if we get at them, and we get an early goal, and we get a second, they'll crumble, you know, like they always used to. And I just think we, you know, especially at home, you know, we're too quick. What I don't want to do is take a little 1-0 or a little 2-1 or just one of those to the Emirates and then like hold it, and it's going to be one of them sort of cat and mouse ones for the whole 90 minutes in the return. Let's kill the tie. Let's absolutely kill the tie tomorrow night, and you know, let's get a 2 or a 3 goal head start. Go to the Emirates and then let's go there and have a party, you know. And the funny thing is, if we do kill the tie, I would imagine a lot of them won't turn up for the second leg, in which case we could probably end up with 10,000 Chelsea there. May as well just turn up and do what the Germans done to them, like, you know, because I don't think they'll be there, that's for sure. But there you go, guys. So how are you feeling about tomorrow night? You know, and how are you feeling about this window so far? I mean, only one player in. What do you think about this news about Cristiano Ronaldo? You know, this 100 million. Joe, I'd love it. Absolutely love it. You know, just from a PR point of view, just from the football club making money, but not just that. The fact that you'd have, I mean, he's proper Galactico and he's superstar status. To have a player like that playing with Chelsea would just, you know, it would just bring more money into the club and everything else, like, you know, certainly sell, you know, whatever we pay for him, we'd get it back in shirt sales, that's for sure, like, you know, but I can't see it happening, like, you know, but I'll say, nothing really to report as of yet. As I say, it just seems like we're prepared to allow a few players out on loans. David Luiz, as I said, although not to a Premier League club, an overseas club, Michy Batshuayi, as I say, Sevilla in Spain, they would like to do a deal there. Andy Carroll, not for me. Although I see the whole point behind it. And Benteke, no, not for me either. But there you go, guys. If you're down there tomorrow, be sure to come over and say hi. As I say, after the game, I'll be at the Botanic Gate. And come on to Chelsea. We can do this. Speak to you soon, guys.